Hello, epic viewers! Prepare to bask in unprecedented glory, because today I'm going to be notifying you about the best Star Wars flick that you've been seeing. So what is the utmost best Star Wars film that you have not seen? What Star Wars movie trumps 9 out of the 10 Star Wars films that have been released? Well, it is an indie film, and is known by the moniker of Revan. Now, does Revan have merit in no facets? Of course it does. I would rate it to be a 10 out of 10 for an indie film. Unfortunately, the budget for this film was very low, but it does offer tremendous intrinsic value. Now, why do I say this, you may ask? Well, the plot is just intriguing. It's not dull, it's not vapid, it's not insipid, it's not jejune. It's captivating. It bedazzles me. It's able to retain my attention. I don't divert away from watching the movie as I'm watching it. I love it. I'm truly infatuated with the movie, and I highly recommend watching the movie when you can. When you get some spare time, expend it watching the movie. That's my recommendation. So the plot is climactic. You learn about Revan's history. I love him. He's just such an epic character, per se. He's such a divine, stoic, celestial, capable, powerful warrior. So there are also some other intriguing characters, and they develop as the plot unfolds, as it progresses. So I love seeing character development, as long as it appertains to interesting characters that are worthwhile to learn about. Rey in Star Wars Episode 7 and 8 is a boring character, but this movie is a antithesis to Star Wars Episode 7 and 8. This movie actually has a tremendous amount of merit. Now, this movie transpires within the past. I guess it, I guess you could say the plot of this movie happened thousands of years before the original trilogy plot. So, if you love the SWTOR game, if you love the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic game, this movie will resonate well with you, because you get to learn about Scourge, Revan, and various other characters, such as Darth Malak, and what else? So we have a climactic, epic, eminently enthralling plot. We have intriguing characters. The acting is mediocre to high quality or high caliber, so it just varies depending on the actor. The action is stellar. It's robust. I love the set designs. I love the special effects. I love the scenery. And I also love how the Empire's power in this movie is on par with the Republic's power. So, in the newer Star Wars flicks, everything seems to be skewed, per se. It seems to be imbalanced, per se, and the universe seems to be desolated. In this movie, I truly feel like the universe is alive. I truly feel like it's animated. I truly feel like it's saturated with aliens, monsters, robots, droids, androids. I don't feel like it's devoid of life like I do when I was watching parts of Star Wars Episode 7 and 8. And I also love the fact that the Sith are powerful and have more than just one Jedi Master. With Star Wars Episode 7 and 8, the Sith only have one or two Sith Lords, which I believe are, I never finished Star Wars Episode 8, but Kylo Ren and Lord Smoke, I think that's his name. Even though they may not be Sith Lords per se, they're essentially equivalent to Sith Lords in the aspect that they wield a lightsaber. At least I presume that Lord Smoke does. I didn't finish Star Wars Episode 8. I rage quit because I got bored of it, and I found it to be vapid and uninteresting. But I guess you could say, if you want me to rephrase that, in those two movies, there may be one or two lightsaber wielders. That sounds a bit better. So they put on the facade of being a Sith Lord, even though they're not truly Sith Lords, because they're inept, ungraceful, and they demonstrate ineptitude, especially considering that Kylo Ren lost to Rey, in spite of her not having a modicum of training. It's just completely asinine and ludicrous and ridiculous, and deterred me from wanting to see the subsequent Star Wars flicks. I knew that they would just plunge to an unprecedented low, based on the standard, based on the precedent that Disney set when they released the Star Wars Episode 7 film. But getting back to what I was saying, I apologize for digressing. In sum, to recapitulate, Star Wars, the independent film Revan has merit because the action is stellar, the universe feels animated and filled with life, the plot is intriguing, it's climactic, it's epic, and it takes place thousands of years before the original trilogy. The characters are interesting, they develop over time, and what else? The special effects are riveting, they're aesthetically appealing, and I just would love to see more independent Star Wars films. Disney does not know how to produce a meritorious Star Wars film. The only film that trumps Revan is Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. I just wanted to see something real briefly. Just bear with me. Oh, by the way, Darth Malik may or may not be in the movie. I finished watching half of it, and I was just so excited and so reinvigorated that I wanted to notify you about the movie. I presumed that Darth Malik would be in it, but he may not be. But I think he is, though he may not be. Whatever, it's an enigma. I need to finish watching the flick. But I was just so ecstatic, so elated, so gleeful, so buoyant, so jubilant that I just had to divulge my thoughts about the movie. So watch Revan. You don't have to pay a penny, you just have to deplete your time to watch a film. It's like an hour and a half long, I believe. That's what I recollect. So watch a movie, you'll love the plot, you'll love the characters, you'll love the action, you'll love the scenery, and it will definitely rekindle your interest in the Star Wars franchise. So if you have a sour taste in your mouth from the previous movies, then fear not, because the Revan film is here to save the day, and here to cheer you up, and here to appease you. No fast-ass. So I hope that you found this video to be insightful and enthralling. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Bye.